Let's start with a bizarre thought experiment. Imagine someone offers you exactly 1 crore rupees, a massive, life-changing amount of cash, with only one condition attached. You have to spend it all today, and you will not wake up tomorrow morning. Not a single person would take that deal. By rejecting it, you are instantly admitting that simply waking up tomorrow is inherently worth more to you than 10 million rupees. Yet every day we receive exactly 86,400 seconds. We treat this immense fortune casually, bleeding it away on infinite social media feeds, passive waiting, and scattered notes that never translate into focused action. To break out of that cycle, we have to drop the chaotic bullet points. We are going to look at the exact Harvard-backed scheduling system used by billionaires to squeeze 120 hours of focused output into a single week. Think of time purely as a hard currency. It is deposited in your account every morning, and by midnight, whatever you haven't invested is gone forever. Let's calculate what an hour costs. Earning 30,000 rupees monthly for 6-hour workdays means every hour is worth 227 rupees. If that person spends 5 hours daily scrolling feeds, multiply that out over a month, they are essentially burning 4,000 rupees. The Roman Empire figured out long ago that if you want to keep a population distracted from serious economic and political progress, you give them bread and circuses. Today, that circus lives right in our pockets, trading cheap entertainment for our most valuable asset. Before we build your schedule, you need to set your own price tag. Decide right now that your next 30 minutes are worth far more than whatever the standard market dictates. If you refuse to calculate and strictly protect the exact monetary value of your hours, the modern attention economy is specifically engineered to take them from you for free. Step 1 in taking that time back is filtering your ambitions. Before a single task hits your calendar, it has to pass through the SMART framework. I want to travel is a wish. I am going to specific neighborhoods in New Delhi is an objective. When your goal is highly specific, your brain knows exactly where to direct its energy. Next, the goal must be measurable. Think about staring at a massive file download with no progress bar. It causes intense frustration. Your brain needs to see clear, visual indicators of how much time and effort remains to stay engaged. Then, it has to be achievable. Aiming for $1 million next month when you're broke is a failure of timeframes, not ambition. The task must fit logically into the hours you actually have. It also needs to be relevant. Have you ever seen a dog violently chase a car, only to stop confused when the car parks? If a task doesn't align with your core values, you'll burn 10 days of effort and realize you never actually cared about the outcome. Finally, it must be time-bound. Every surviving task on your desk gets a strict start date and an unforgiving deadline. If an idea cannot survive these 5 checkpoints, it is entirely useless to you. Delete it because it is nothing more than a fantasy draining your daily currency. Now take those long bulleted to-do lists you've been carrying around and delete them entirely. When you stare at a massive column of tasks, some taking 3 minutes, others taking 3 hours, you trigger decision fatigue. Your brain will instinctively hunt for the easiest list item, leaving the high-impact work untouched. Worse still, these long lists completely ignore human biology. They don't care if you have peak energy at 9 a.m. or an afternoon slump at 2 p.m. Instead, we use time boxing. Take the filtered tasks and lock them into predefined, color-coded slots on a weekly calendar grid. The rule is 0 blank space. Allocate distinct blocks for deep work, meals, gym time, and evening relaxation. This is precisely how capital is managed at the highest levels of investing. It is about allocating a finite resource to specific sectors to ensure optimal returns, leaving nothing to chance. If you leave gaps hoping inspiration will suddenly strike, you will lose. Time is relentless. It runs at full speed and waits for no one. By trapping every task inside a rigid box, you stop constantly reacting to the chaos of the day and take absolute proactive command over your schedule. The moment your calendar is fully locked in, the background anxiety of trying to remember everything simply vanishes. You have a clear, undeniable roadmap for the day. And yes, watching a movie or checking social media is perfectly fine. The difference is that now you are doing it on purpose inside a designated block, rather than using it as a mindless escape mechanism. Prove that you're starting right now. Go to the comments below and write exactly what the next 30 minutes of your time is going to be worth. Make it a public commitment. Once you treat your schedule with this level of precision, you stop wasting your life and start actively multiplying the power of your 86,400 seconds.